What's up, Luke here with another video. In today's video we're going to be talking about how I almost got scammed using What's up everybody? So today I had an interesting deal happen. I had a guy who sent me a couple messages basically stating that he had a iPad Pro 256, iPad Pro 64, and then he had 4 iPad 6 gens and an Apple Series 3 watch. All of them were new, brand sealed, and they were looking pretty good. The guy had an interesting story, and he almost got me, but lucky for me, and sadly for him, it didn't work. So, first off, the backstory of this, guy's out of Milwaukee, so he's like 3 hours away from me. So, I can understand where he's coming from, but basically how it started off is, he wanted me to send him X amount of money down so he could start to make the drive and see that I was serious, that I was legitimate. Obviously, on the other end, he didn't know who he was dealing with, so to him, I mean, I'm a complete stranger. You know, maybe I'm a scammer, maybe I'm the one, you know, that's not going to pay him when he shows up, or maybe I'm going to try and offer him less. So, he was very skeptical on driving all the way out here, and then worried that I would possibly offer him less money than what we had agreed to. So, he tries to convince me to send him money on Cash App. Let me just say this, never ever, like big X, big no, do not use Cash App when trying to send payments to people in the phone flipping industry or any industry for that matter when it comes to business. Cash App was really an app that's designed just to send money to friends or family or to somebody you know. I would never ever use it as a payment method or a method where you're going to be protected. From what I know, there is absolutely no protection for Cash App when you send a payment. And that's a really bad thing. You definitely don't want that in this industry. And wow, I mean, this guy was convincing me. He really almost convinced me to send him $700 on Cash App. Now, the one thing in his defense, he did say that, well, if I just send him the money and then I never hear from him, I could always file a chargeback. So here's the other thing. I want to try and avoid situations that even though maybe I'm guaranteed to get my money back if I file a chargeback through my bank, I don't want to be put into that situation in the first place. So I would rather send a payment through a payment platform that offers internal methods where I can file a claim or a chargeback. So, long story short, I mean, he's telling me, you know, he needs some money down. He's going to be driving from 3 hours away. We agreed to $1,700 for everything, which I probably would have made like $500 to $800 profit. So it was a good deal. I really wanted the deal, but he just wanted me to send Cash App. He kept telling me, man, Cash App is so simple. It's super simple. You know, just send it to me. Everything's all good. Cash App's the best thing. If you don't hear from me, you can file a chargeback. And his story basically was, like I said, he wanted money down before he came up. He didn't want all the money, but he wanted some money down. And then he also said that he had a partner involved with the deal, and so they needed some money. So it was all kind of convincing. I mean, it made sense and everything. But basically, what I ended up doing is I sent the guy $100 on Cash App because $100 was worth, you know, taking the chance of, well, if he doesn't show up, big deal. I'm out $100. You know, obviously $100 matters, but it's not, you know, $700. He originally wanted $700. So I sent him the $100 on Cash App, and then I knew, since I had never used Cash App before, I knew that Cash App would flag my account. So my account ends up getting flagged. I send him the screenshot on text, and then that kind of took him for a spin. Like, he didn't know what to say or what to do. So he's like, man, I really need the money. There's no way I can come up unless I've got some money down. I got to know that you're serious, this and that. I mean, he's just throwing all this stuff at me. And I'm like, how about we do it over PayPal? And he's like, well, PayPal's so complicated and this and that. And I mean, you know, he's giving me the runaround, giving me this big story. And I'm like, you don't have PayPal? And he's like, well, actually I do. So he gives me PayPal, and it's a girl's name. And I looked the girl up on Facebook. Nice looking girl, says she's from Texas originally, which the guy also said he was from Texas and that they're up here in Wisconsin for a little while. Can't remember what for. So what I figured out is, he sent me his girlfriend's PayPal address, and, you know, I looked her up on Facebook. She's a recent graduate. Looks like she's either a mom or an expecting mom. So I'm just like, you know, would this guy really screw over his girlfriend's account? Or I don't know, maybe she's an ex-girlfriend. So we finally get to that step, and I send him $600 on PayPal for a down payment. Now, I sent it as goods and services, so I know that I'm protected. If he doesn't, ship me the items or show up, I know that I'm protected, and I figured that he wasn't going to show up. But being it's through PayPal, I know that I can file a chargeback through PayPal, and if that doesn't work, then I could go to my bank and file a chargeback since, the charge was only a day ago, and it'd be pretty easy to get a chargeback. But that being said, so I sent him the $600. He said he's on his way. He talks to me for like an hour or two or whatever, just casual text, just let me know, hey, I'm an hour away. And then when he gets here, when he's supposed to be here, he blocks my number because my iMessages went from iMessages and they started showing up green to text messages. For those of you that don't know, if you ever get blocked by somebody who's got an iPhone, your messages will no longer appear blue, they'll appear green. So I thought that was really funny. I kind of knew that it was going to happen. But had he have got me on Cash App, there would have been no way to get my money back unless I went to my financial institution and filed a chargeback. Now, the dangerous thing about Cash App is, like I said, it's typically used to send personal payments. I would never, ever use the, app to send somebody a business payment. Just absolutely not. And that's why this guy was so dead set on getting me to send him money through Cash App. I thought it was absolutely hilarious that, he thought he was going to convince me, of all people, to send him money on Cash App, and it just no. So that's why I redirected everything to PayPal. I did send him the money because I know that I'm good either way, so it really doesn't matter. I'll take a chance, and time again, in my experience in this business, when somebody wants you to send them money up front, especially somebody that you don't know, it's always a scam. So you got to watch out for that, and above all, do not use Cash App. Cash App, in my opinion, there's such a big scam revolving around that. After I kind of, talked to the guy a little bit and, got out of Cash App, uninstalled it because my account got flagged, and I knew it would because I had never used it before, and his account was random, and, it got flagged. Well, I looked it up, and, there's scams everywhere out there with Cash App, and this is pretty widely known, but I'm sure some people, maybe this will be new to, but I just thought it was kind of an interesting situation that happened because this doesn't happen to me very often. I don't get people very often either that want money up front without just driving to me and delivering, their phones, iPads, electronics, or whatever they've got. So it was just kind of a unique experience, and I wanted to share that with everybody today and hope that it prevents somebody out there from getting scammed with Cash App, and just kind of wanted to warn people. So that being said, I got back to my office, and, because I was kind of driving around today, picking up other stuff, and it is Mother's Day, although my mom is nowhere to be found. So for those that don't know my backstory, I am a strong believer in you have to fix your own problems, and you can't blame everybody else, because my mother is sitting in jail, and it's Mother's Day today. So I've been focusing on business and other stuff, and I went and seen my fiance's mom, which, it is what it is. So doesn't really bother me at this point. It's kind of been a routine of hers. But that being said, going back to what I was saying, once I got back to my home office, I went onto PayPal, and basically, I submitted a claim and everything. All is good. There's no tracking number or anything. My money's going to be on, it's way back. They said, yeah, we can see this is a complete scam. So it's not a big deal, but it's just kind of funny that this guy went to the extent of doing that. He wasted so much time where I don't know if he really had the items. I don't know if he took the pictures off the internet, but the pictures looked authentic. I did a reverse image search on them. That's another important thing to do when people send you pictures. Do a reverse image search. You can fake reverse image search by cropping photos. However, it's still a good check because not a lot of people know that. So pictures look legit. I don't know where he got the photos from, or maybe he was just looking to get money and not actually sell the stuff. Do that a couple times and then sell the stuff. I don't know, but it was just kind of an interesting scam. And what I feel bad about is this innocent girl, whether it's his current girlfriend or his ex-girlfriend, she's now going to get a chargeback from PayPal if he somehow got the money out of her account or transferred it to another account, and it's now going to affect her credit, not his, and she's going to be basically, drugged through, Credit Karma, Equinox, Equifax, whatever, and, or TransUnion, I should say. It's TransUnion and Equifax, I think that's what they're called, the two major credit bureaus, whoever PayPal reports to, and she's going to get basically, drugged through the mud because this guy wanted to scam somebody, and obviously it didn't go as he had planned. So, that being said, I hope this video kind of helps some people out, answer some questions. I apologize for my voice, by the way. I got really bad allergies for some reason. It happens in Wisconsin when the weather gets cold, hot, pollen's going around, etc. So, that being said, hope this video helps out. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. If you guys got any video comments or video suggestions, make sure to drop them below. I always reply to everybody. So, thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video.